have to confess, I slept with a Russian woman.
What did you just say?
I
caught an STD from a Russian.
You have Vladimidia.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. We always want to be first, fast, and accurate on this channel so you can have an informed worldview that clearly points in the direction of Bill Gates being the Earth's biggest scumbag. Bill Gates is truly one of the greatest monsters to ever live. We already knew this. Jeffrey Epstein was procuring very, very young Russian girls for Bill Gates to sexually exploit. And then Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed Bill Gates over all of this. But this has been reported. It's over 2 years old in this article from The Guardian here in the New York Post. Who is Malia Antonova, young Russian bridge player, 30 years younger than Bill Gates, who had an affair with Bill Gates. There they are, photographed together. Here she is talking about bridge and how much she likes bridge. Here's, of course, one of the many photos of Bill Gates and his bestie, Jeffrey Epstein. They were in business together, and they were doing a lot more than business, you know what I mean? Bill Gates wasn't doing the business with his wife. At about this time, Bill Gates' wife, Melinda Gates, divorces him and then goes on national TV and says she can't have sex with Bill Gates anymore. Well, this is a little strange. And it's all leading to brand new revelations that we learned when the DOJ released all of the Epstein files, or at least millions of them. And that happened just this morning. Get a load of this.
Learn about marriage by reflecting on this.
Well, I learned that
you were a famous married couple.
We were, and but I learned, to have a trusted relationship, which is what I wanted in marriage. Both partners have to be honest with one another, and if you can't have intimacy and you can't have trust. And so, in the end, I had to go.
Oh, in the end, she had to go because she couldn't have intimacy with Bill Gates. Now, why couldn't she have intimacy? At the time, I just speculated that it was perhaps because Bill Gates was banging a young Russian girl in this affair, but we've just learned that it is so much worse than that, with the DOJ releasing, again, millions of documents, videos, images, and pages from the Jeffrey Epstein files. Here we go. This is what we learned, and Bill Gates has now responded to all of this. Now, there's a little more to why Bill Gates couldn't be intimate with his wife. Let's jump in here. So this is a resignation email that Jeffrey Epstein wrote to himself about Bill Gates, okay? Dear Bill, I cannot believe that you've chosen to disregard our friendship after 6 years. I'm aware that accidents happen. Each of us has chosen to deal with an unfortunate event that has me dismayed beyond comprehension. You've decided to discharge me from my job and had people tell me about this, telling me that I engaged in morally inappropriate behavior, a major actor in cover-up that would hurt my reputation, he says. Amazing. Bill Gates could hurt Jeffrey Epstein's reputation. But then he goes ahead and says that it is actually Bill Gates who is the Earth's biggest monster. Let's jump down here. Please feel free to read all of this. He says that it was Bill Gates who demanded that he delete all of the emails regarding his STD. This would be Bill Gates' sexually transmitted disease. Your request that I provide antibiotics so that you could surreptitiously give them to Melinda, and a description of your penis. You also made clear to me that I am not to refer to blank. Another topic must remain between the two of us. In return for all these requests, which I would have done without a second thought, I'm not to attend meetings with Melinda. Okay. So Bill Gates gave Melinda an STD, and then Bill Gates was using Jeffrey Epstein in order to sneak that STD to Melinda. Then he writes here in this resignation letter that I would feel dishonest to myself and to my future for helping Bill get drugs, presumably to help with the STD, I don't know, to sneak to his wife, in order to deal with the consequences of sex with Russian girls, to facilitate his illicit trysts with married women, to being asked to provide Adderall for bridge tournaments, as I as I am a medical doctor, but have no prescriptions writing abilities. So this is interesting. Plenty of Russian girls in the file here about Bill Gates that have been well reported, and that he loved bridge tournaments with these young women, right? Like he's photographed at bridge tournaments with the young Russian women. So some of this does make sense. Bill Gates is now responding. Maybe this is why there was a signed dollar bill in Jeffrey Epstein's possession from Bill Gates saying, "I was wrong." Right? Right? There you go. Bill Gates. I was wrong. Here's money. Here's some money. It's a weird thing. Anyway, this has made a lot of headlines. Jeffrey Epstein says Bill Gates caught an STD from Russian girls, and that was secretly sneaking his wife antibiotics in the millions of Epstein documents. Okay, Bill Gates has responded with rage. Here we go. Bill Gates issues furious response to Epstein's claim that he got an STD from sleeping with Russian girls, and suggested that the pedophile was desperate to be his friend. Okay. Bill Gates angrily denied the allegations in a rare statement that clearly conveys the depths of his anger. Spokesperson for the billionaire told the Daily Mail, "These claims are absolutely absurd and false. The only thing these documents demonstrate is Epstein's frustration that he did not have an ongoing relationship with Gates, and the lengths that he would go to entrap and defame." Epstein made the astonishing claims about the Microsoft billionaire in an email he sent to himself. The emails were among hundreds of thousands of files that were released by the Justice Department. Friday's release also includes multiple new undated images of Epstein and Gates, various locations. Gates had previously said he regrets his friendship with the pedophile who died in a New York City jail. Over the years, Gates has sought to downplay his years-long relationship with Epstein, claiming the pair did not have a business relationship or friendship. That's a lie. That's just obviously a demonstrable lie. The allegations are outlined in shocking email in the letter. A lengthy message lashed out at Gates for ending their friendship. And then talking about descriptions of his penis, sneaking his wife antibiotics, and all the STDs that he got from Russian hookers. Yikes. Okay. Anyway, there's lots of photos of Bill Gates in these files. Lots of photos of Bill Gates in these files. Lots of photos of Bill Gates in these files. So I don't think that this really holds water, that Bill Gates just didn't want a relationship. I don't know about, I don't think this quote's going to do it, man. Right? Epstein's frustration that he did not have the ongoing relationship with Gates to entrap and defame. I don't know, man. Sure seems like he did, right? I mean, there are the photos, lots of photos. But, and then there's, of course, Melinda Gates, straight up saying that Bill Gates was hanging out with the personification of evil.
Who this man was.
As they're talking about Epstein.
I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards. So, my heart breaks for these young women because that's how I felt. And here I'm an older woman. My God, I feel terrible for those young women. It's awful.
You felt that the moment you walked in? I didn't realize
was awful.
That. Yeah. And you shared that with Bill, and he still continued to spend time with him?
Any of the questions remaining about what Bill's relationship there was, those are for Bill to answer.
Those are for Bill to answer, right? When Bill was asked if he has learned any lessons about Jeffrey Epstein, he said this.
Anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead. So, in general, you always have to be careful.
Look at him smile. Look at that. He literally is grinning ear to ear about Jeffrey Epstein's death. I wonder why. Actually, I don't wonder anymore. It is also, though, and this is an important comment from Cernovich, I don't want to hear another word about group chats or edgy jokes. Bill Gates speaks at Davos and everywhere else. If he isn't canceled, then no one is. That's exactly right. The global elites and billionaires must cancel their own. This man is a monster. This man tried to poison the world. He did a great job of it, by the way. And yeah, he's one of the Earth's biggest monsters. And I'm very glad to see Bill Gates completely and totally exposed, right? Yeah. What a complete sicko. Anyway, that's what he says. Who do you believe, right? Who do you believe? Guy with all the photos, probably. Right? It's your boy Benny. going through these files. We'll have more for you soon.